Hello everyone, what is going on? Raven here, welcome back. Today we're talking about the real reason why Disney Channel's return to Halloweentown flopped. Let's be real, Halloweentown stands as one of the greatest non-spooky Halloween movies of all time, right next to Hocus Pocus, that is. It tells a story about three kids who on Halloween night find out they come from a long line of witches. Stuck in a mysterious world of ghouls and monsters, they must band together to save not only their mom and grandma, but the entire town from a villain threatening them all. But just because the original stands the test of time as a cult classic, that does not mean that the film sequels have Holy Grail status. The movie had 3 sequels: Halloweentown 2, Calabar's Revenge, Halloweentown High, and last and certainly not least, Return to Halloweentown. Safe to say that each sequel is unfortunately worse than the last, but while the first 2 sequels were well praised, the same cannot be said for the 4th movie. Despite being the first Disney Channel original movie to gain a 4th installment and gain 7.5 million views during the premiere, this movie is not on many people's list these days. Here's why Return to Halloweentown was a total bust. Was it possible that it had a lack of romance? Despite going for a kid-friendly spooky vibe in the movies, the Halloweentown franchise was never short on romance. As it is with Disney, Marnie seemingly had a love interest in each of her films. The first one, she had a love-hate flirtation with secret goblin Luke. He even worked on the side of the foes in exchange for a handsome face, but ultimately helped Marnie save the town before it was too late. He also helped her in the second film after she gets trapped in Halloweentown. In Calabar's Revenge also introduced Cal, who we know is a bad guy, but still had hardcore fans shipping him with Marnie from the very beginning. In the third film, we get introduced to our last 2 love interests, Cody and Ethan Dalloway. Cody was a mortal boy who defended Marnie and the creatures of Halloweentown against the mortal world. Ethan, who was played by Lucas Grabble, a warlock turned mortal between the 3rd and 4th movies. He eventually falls for Marnie during their time at university, and while the performance was cute, for some reasons fans were not into this pairing. Many felt it came out of nowhere since Ethan was in the 3rd film, but the movie had no foreshadowing towards this hookup until Marnie was recast. Kimberly J. Brown herself even stated that she couldn't see Marnie ended up with Ethan because she had been his teacher in a way. She also mentioned that she thought Marnie would have ended up with either Cody or Luke. While it may seem like a minor nitpick, fans were not happy with how the town looked in the 4th movie. Now, the first 2 installments of the film looked nearly identical in the locations that were meant to match, and everything different was done on purpose for the plot. But in the 4th movie, besides the big pumpkin in the middle of town, it could not be more different. To add the Witch University, they rearranged the way the town is formed and switched up the layout. Since the previous movie was filmed almost entirely in the mortal world, some fans didn't notice a difference, but the dedicated watchers, it was a big drawback. One of the highlights of the original is the trio of siblings, which is why fans took issue with the fact that Sophie, played by Emily Roske, was missing throughout the entire film. It was little expected since her role diminished with each subsequent film, but many fans voiced their skepticism over why she wasn't there at all, especially since the movie kept pushing home the importance of the Cromwell family. In the first film, Sophie plays a vital role in saving the town from destruction at the hands of Calabar. In the second film, she was the only one to sense something was wrong with Cal, so fans were outraged that she was briefly shown in the 3rd film and then only mentioned in the 4th. Aggie's absence certainly didn't help matters when it came to pleasing the audience. Now, this movie is the definition of packing the plot in. Not only did we get new information on a university that was never mentioned in the previous films, instead it was stated that grandmother Aggie would do all the witch training, but we got a bunch of Cromwell family history. Not only that would be a good thing, but fans were not happy with the history given to their beloved town. Fans were not exactly thrilled about Sarah Paxton being cast as Marnie in the first place, so to have her play Splendora Cromwell in the flashback/past did not please them, especially when the twist comes. Overall, many thought that the plot made no sense and did not connect with the original vibe of the first 3 movies. Fans have even stated that the 4th installment is better left ignored when it comes to rewatching. when a movie becomes a childhood classic, there isn't much you can do to live up to it, which is why Halloweentown 2 and Halloweentown High don't get as much love as the original adventure. But while the first two sequels were generally well received by the public, the fourth movie failed to recreate the magic feeling for many viewers, definitely killing the franchise. Those who did tune in felt that the plot and characters were extensive and so elaborate that it didn't feel like a Halloweentown movie. The movie gained an audience rating of 61% of Rotten Tomatoes, the lowest of all four. Many fans were outraged when the fourth movie was released 2 years after the third film, and they saw Marnie looked a little different than we last saw her. Fans wondered what happened to Original Witch and why she didn't return. The answer is a little more mysterious than you think. Kimberly J. Brown was willing and available to play the iconic role of Marnie Piper once again, but for reasons never disclosed, Disney went in a different direction. Instead of bringing her back, they allowed the role to Sarah Paxton, who accepted, although fans were not into the idea at all. Recasting the character, and a beloved one at that, is a big no-no for die-hard fanatics, no matter which actors are chosen to fill the spot. So while Paxton definitely doesn't deserve all the hate she gets for taking this role, fans were not happy either. Many of them dismissed the movie before even watching because of that recast. What do y'all think of today's ASMR video? Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with this list. I'm going to link in the description for you all so you can go ahead and read it all without my, ASMR talking, and you can see if you agree with me. If you like the ASMR video, let me know by typing like ASMR in the comment section down below, and I will do more of these in the future. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!